most of us have a reaction when we hear one of these companies is going to be bought. It's you know, oh goodness, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? We're going to lose jobs. That's a natural thing. I think as both of these companies, the proposed acquisitions of both these companies by various private equity groups, in terms of economic impact on Central Arkansas, it's about as minimal as it can possibly be. All you've done really is change one group of shareholders, public shareholders, for another group of shareholders. The new shareholders are what's referred to today as private equity firms or hedge funds, but they're shareholders. They are interested in maximizing the value for the shareholders, which is as opposed to the public shareholders, is a much smaller group. But it's the same, and they're going to run the business with an eye towards improving the business, growing the business. Nobody buys a business to let it stagnate or sit still. They buy it to grow it. And from what I know of both of these groups, that is their intention with both of these companies. And they're going to need, if not all, a substantial portion of the existing management teams at both companies to do just that. They don't know how to run these businesses. Most of you know, or maybe you don't know, Stevens has been in the private equity business for some 50 years. And whenever we have to get involved in the management of a company we've invested in, that's a failure. We like to think we invest in good management teams. If we have to bring in our own management team, well, we made a mistake. We're not geared to do that, and for the most part, neither of these firms. Now, I'm not saying there won't be some management turnover, because there will be. Some of the management teams are not going to want to continue to work for the company, and it could range from reasons of I don't like them to I've done it long enough. A lot of these people have been working at these businesses an awfully long time, so it would be very normal for them to say at this point in their life, at this point in their career, I'm gonna retire and I'm gonna go do something else. And that something else can be a great thing. That can spawn new businesses and new companies. When the headlines that you read about layoffs at big companies around the country, General Motors laying off a couple of thousand people, but the jobless claims keep going down. Why is that? It's because tons of smaller businesses are filling the gap. And when you look at the growth in employment in this country, that's what has driven the employment numbers. It's not big companies. And so as a community, we shouldn't be afraid of these two proposed transactions, because from an employment standpoint, they're fine.